Hey everybody, welcome back to the Kansas City Southern Union Pacific N-scale layout. This will be a layout update. Not a whole lot going on, but I thought I'd throw it out there because the next month or two I'm going to be really busy. So anyhow, I wanted to first show how much progress I've made with my cornfields. And I ran out of products. And of course these are Christmas items. So as soon as Amazon lets me know they're in stock or I find them somewhere else online, I need about 2 more bags to fill that area right there. So anyhow, it was a tedious process, but it's well worth it. You're on a train through the cornfield, so it looks pretty good. You guys can see that. So anyways, that sheet you see in the background that is protecting my track and my bench work, because these windows haven't been tinted yet, and this backdrop that goes across here, I just got it built and I have to paint it. And in Redding, California, when it gets hot, it gets hot. So the backdrop that goes there is right over here. So I have framed it, I have sanded it, I just have to paint it and mount it. So then I can get rid of the sheet. So it's ready to go. Anyhow, there's a little project going on here in Palco. I wasn't really happy with the buildings that were here. And they were these kind of buildings. I'm sure you guys have seen them everywhere. I mean, they're okay, but they don't remind me of, you know, back east at all. Some of them do. That one does a little bit. I'll probably keep that one and maybe that one. But these post office and bank stuff doesn't really cut it. So I started investing in buildings, which I need a lot of to get this layout complete. And so my first 2 have showed up, and these are the pre-built ones that you can light up already in the plugins, and these are by Woodland Scenics, but I found them on sale at a hobby shop online for 50 bucks, and if you go to Woodland Scenics they're 70 bucks. So I bought 2. I got a hardware store and a general store. So, and I have a cafe on order. So as soon as and then Woodland Scenics is getting ready to release a couple more, and I already pre-ordered those. So this is more like the buildings my grandpa used to take me to, so I really wanted to purchase these. So I was so happy to find them on sale for 50 bucks a piece. So just when you thought the town was done, we're redoing the buildings. Everything else is complete in this town. The backdrop has to be redone. Like I just said regarding the heat, well, 2 weeks ago we had a heat wave, and of course I was not thinking, and I forgot to turn the air conditioner on, and it hit me about 10 days later. Holy cow, how hot did it get in there? And this is what happened to my backdrop. It started wrinkling, huge air bubbles, started to rip, started to come over here, started coming off just because of this heat that comes through here. This was literally down to here. So I contacted William at Train Junkies and told him my situation. Really cool guy, really easy to work with. I said, dude, I need another 90 inches of this stuff, and this is what happened, and it's my fault, you know. How much is it going to cost me? And he was really nice about it, and he worked me out a deal that I could not refuse. He doesn't really want me to advertise it, but let's just say I have the first 50 inches has already been delivered, and then the other 40 inches. I told him I did not want one solid 90-inch piece, because when you try to put that up, it does not come out right. I don't care how many guys you have in here helping you. So anyhow, so the 90-inch mark, I don't know if you guys can see it, but it's like right in here, all the way back, is going to be redone. And I just have to cut out these lines, otherwise it's just going to show up on the other one. This one's really bad. And then any big air bubbles I get, I just take a hobby knife and poke a hole in it. So I got to flatten this out about 2 days before and keep it really cold in here. Like right here is a really bad line. See that? I have to cut all that out. So that's going to be next weekend's project. As we all know, this is Mother's Day weekend, so not much is going to be going on in here. So anyhow, just when you thought an area was done, you're doing it again. So we all know how that goes. I think you guys have all seen my new coal train and my new ethanol cars. This whole area is done except for it just needs to be lit up with the lighting scenes from Woodlake Scenics, and that's going to be my huge project. I'm going to start ordering stuff and start getting it here, and it's probably going to be a July, August, September project, I think. So the cement plant doesn't go right there. It goes right here, and the reason that it's not there is this section of track on the left that looks brand new, is brand new, and it's because I was having derailments all of a sudden right over in here. And I had looked and looked, and I figured out, well, there was two pieces of flex track that joined together right here, and they were not offset, they were perfectly even, and we all know what happens when you do that. So I moved that joint back to here, so everything works great. I just have to reballast it, put the trees back, and put the cement plant back, and we're back in business. So this area here is pretty much done. It's been done. It was one of the first areas that I could totally completed, other than actually putting like vehicles and people and lighting it up. There's nothing more else to do. So these are my locomotives that are getting ready to get new knucklers and decoders. The industrial park, I had to redo or add on actually a new fence. And if you guys can see it, it's right here. It's a fence that runs all the way down right behind the fire hydrants. You guys can see that. It's drying right now, that's why the tanks are moved. So I put a fence in there because that's the street. Then I had to redo this street right here because I got to looking at it one day, and I got, at the time I built it, I'd only made this lane, and yet I had turn lanes right here, and you can't turn into opposing traffic. I didn't make anything over here. I just totally didn't do it. So I had to redo this. So that came out pretty good. So, like I said, just when you think you're done with something, you're not. Here's some more locomotives that just got back from the shop getting couplers, and the decoders are on their way. I have 4. 5 is 9. I have 9 decoders on the way. Here's some more cars I've been playing with. RJ Corman, I don't know if you guys know about that railroad, but they're very hard to find sometimes, and every once in a while I grab them when I see them. And I really like that railroad, and I really like their paint schemes. I actually ordered 2 locomotives, pre-ordered, and they'll be here in November. And those locomotives are going to be working in the coal loading area, which I'll talk about here shortly. And then this car on the right is another dump car. And I don't know if you guys can see that, but it's yeah, you can't see it. It's a KCS. They finally came out with them, and that dump car. These 2 cars are getting new microtrains couplers, but that KCS will be with these cars for the ballast area. So other than lights and some crossing gates and stuff that have to go down here. I put a set of crossing gates here. If you guys can see that. There's another one here. And then there's a set over here. They're not hooked up yet. I have all this stuff. I just have to wire it all. So anyhow. So I've been getting a lot of questions on and off. Hey, you're going to do the coal line. What are you doing about the coal line? You're going to forget about the coal line. Well, I've been looking at so many different ways. It makes your head spin. And if I do it, it's going to be a switch that comes off of right there. And it's going to come right off of here, go across here, and go right into the loader, which will be 10 inches above the yard. And it will be on hinges that fold up so I can work in here. So it's going to be 8 feet long, 16 inches wide. In fact, here it is right here. It's all cut out, ready to go. I want to do it. So it starts right about here somewhere. So from here all the way back to here, I think was a 3.1% grade or something. So anyhow, if I do it, then I'll talk more about it, get in detail. I mean, there's a track plan for it. I just haven't pulled the trigger. I keep dragging my feet. I want to do it because I have some more coal cars coming. So it's not like I don't want to do it. I just can't seem to pull the trigger on the whole deal. So anyways, I don't know if you guys saw my yard series part 1 and 2, but the intermodal and auto rack area are still kind of under construction. Need to find some loaders and unloaders for the auto racks, move those buildings back to where they're supposed to go, get some cars, some N-scale cars, and line them up in here, and then this whole area will be lit up. I have yard lights, you can see them right there. They're going to be on a toggle switch on and off, probably right here somewhere. So other than that, just the biggest projects right now is just I want to get these buildings into the layout. I still have a fire station, a gas station, and a Dairy Queen that all go in this area right here. And I just can't find any ones that I like. I can't find a real good fire station. Dairy Queen, there's, they only make so many of those. So there's 4 buildings that go here, and then this industrial park will be done except for the lights. There will be a lot of lights on this layout. So I've been emailing Woodland Scenics, told them what I was doing, gave them my square footage, and they're going to try to work out a deal with me. So, all right, you guys, I think that's going to be it. I'm trying to find crossing gates that go across 2 lanes. They don't make an N-scale gate that goes that far. They don't make an N-scale gate that goes right, only that goes left. So I'm not sure what I'm going to do about that. Actually, down there is where I need it. So, all right, other than that, the main projects are buildings, backdrop, and we're going to get that backdrop back there put up, and then put some lights in. So who knows, you wake up and you get a wild hair, and I might be building a coal line. It's going to be done. I just don't know when I'm going to do it. I just don't know. So, like I said, everything's drawn up. All the lumber is here. We just got to do it. Okay, guys. That's it. Everybody have a good weekend. Be good to your moms. We'll catch you in a couple weeks. Out.